Hello YouTube, CivilianSnowman here, and I thought I'd just put this video together because a couple of days ago, those of you who follow me on Twitter or my friend on Facebook and stuff will have seen that I broke 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. 1,000. It's a monumental occasion for my channel. I've been working towards 1,000, well, for ages now, and it's finally happened, and that's awesome. That's really, really cool. And I just wanted to basically say thank you to everybody who, you know, watches my shit and, you know, listens to me ramble on about bollocks for ages in every video, you know. You know, I really am grateful that people out there actually give a shit about what I have to say about stuff. I'm genuinely really surprised to get this far. You know, when I started YouTube, I was just doing it with really no expectations whatsoever, and my channel really took off and stuff. So yeah, it's been really nice. YouTube, it's as sad as it sounds, and it's become a part of my life. You know, it's become what I like to do. I like to sit in front of the camera and chat and stuff. And to be honest, I know that my video making has kind of slowed down recently because I changed jobs and stuff, and I don't have the amount of time spare that I used to film videos, so yeah, they're not as frequent, but you know, I do still enjoy doing them. I do love doing videos for YouTube, and I love the fact that people enjoy watching them, you know, and find them interesting. As I said, you know, I started YouTube about, oh god, was it 31st of March 2009? Yeah, I think that's when it was, and yeah, along the way I've met some really nice, interesting people, a wide variety of people from a wide variety of countries and stuff. I've made some absolutely brilliant friends through YouTube. People who, you know, I've met in person and stuff, people who I consider good enough friends to actually hang out with in person, and it's fantastic. Like, my entire sphere of existence has changed thanks to YouTube. You know, I've been doing YouTube through the best of times and through the worst of times, you know. As you can probably remember if you've been subscribed to me for a few months, you know, I took a hiatus because, you know, I went through a really rough patch and shit, and what was really cool was that people from YouTube, my viewers who were friends on Facebook and stuff, you know, I was inundated with messages saying, you know, we hope you're okay and shit, because people who were my friends on Facebook clocked what had happened, and you know, sent me messages making sure I was okay, and I thought it was fucking outstanding that, you know, people would do that. Like, I always try to believe, you know, I always assume the best in people, and it really does go to show that even though we're all strangers here on the internet, you know, we have this little community and we do look out for each other, you know, and it's something special to be a part of, you know. It really is, and there's nothing quite like it, you know. There really isn't. You know, like I actually, when I changed jobs and stuff, you know, I've got a new job now, I've made some good friends there, and people who I'm sure I'm going to be friends with, you know, for years and shit. People who you want in your life and stuff, and I've also had that through YouTube, genuinely. I mean, when I started YouTube, you know, this could very well end up being one of those my life on YouTube videos and shit. But when I started YouTube, you know, I initially met, I think, like, Greg Arganda, who is like one of, you know, my closest friends and shit, from Concord, California. Absolutely brilliant guy. I'm sure you all know his channel. Yeah, you know, we exchanged comments and started, you know, chatting on Skype and stuff, and since become really good friends. And the Razman as well, Razman's Reality, Josh, became very close friends with him. I mean, I rip him to shreds whenever I talk to him and shit, but it's all in good fun and stuff. And yeah, we have a unique friendship, but he's a great guy. He's just genuinely, he's not got a malicious bone in his body. He's one of the nicest people you could ever hope to meet, really. And those were the two that I really started chatting to when I started YouTube. And then there was people like Andre, Delamore Zero, and Bloodwind and stuff, you know, who those two aren't really around much anymore, but, you know, I used to talk to those all the time. And through the Razman, I met Sean Zaranizarak, who I know Sean's going through a rough patch right now, and Sean, I do wish you all the best, and, you know, I do hope you get through all this shit, you know. But He was a great guy. Sean kind of took me under his wing for a couple of months and whatnot, and like pimped out my channel and stuff, helped me get my initial 100 subs or whatever. So I'm very grateful to Sean. Met people like Tom Cooked Me a Beer, who was kind enough to invite me onto his channel, the Real DVD Watchers, which I was on for about 2 minutes before I was replaced. But whatever. Like I don't really talk to Tom much anymore, but I still tune into his videos and stuff. He's a nice guy and shit. Like I enjoy his videos. So yeah, Tom. And there was also people like Fergmaster and Cody and shit, and all the people on the Real DVD Watchers. I think, that kind of, that was when my channel was kind of building up momentum and shit, and the person who actually replaced me on the Real DVD Watchers was DVD Weasel, Liam, who, we just kind of like, I think he expected some sort of rivalry and shit when he initially contacted me, but we've become fucking, like, best friends and shit. It's fucking awesome. Like, anybody who's been watching my videos will see that Liam's actually stayed here a couple of times, and yeah, it's been brilliant hanging out with him and stuff. Like, Liam's just, again, one of the nicest, one of the fucking funniest guys you'll ever meet. Very quiet with it, but he's absolutely hilarious. Like, he's got the same dreams as me, basically. Wants to write and direct movies and shit. Like, he's so hysterically funny. Like, the dialogue that he comes up with, he's gonna go far. Like, I know that Liam's about to start sixth form, so Liam, all the best with sixth form. Seriously, I'm sure you'll knock it out of the park. And you've got people like Chris and Heather, Sergeant Pepper 118, and Do Not Take It Seriously. Again, just the nicest people and shit. I've also met, more recently in the last few months, Sam, the Lucha Media Geek, who we've done a shit ton of videos together. He started off by sending me a package full of DVDs, which I did a video for fucking months ago, back when I was living with my ex. And and then we got chatting on Skype and whatnot, and he invited me down because it turned out he lives about half an hour away, so we started hanging out, and that was awesome. Sam's fast become one of my closest friends and shit. Like, we've done the whole Breakfast Club thing of baring our souls to each other and shit and bonded, so that's pretty fucking awesome. So yeah, Sam, thanks for your support and all that. There's Ollie as well, met through Sam, Invid Ninja. Ollie's just, again, nicest guys. We have this, like, inner fucking circle of people, like, our little gang on Skype and shit. Like, it's good to know that after work, no matter how shitty your day's been, you can come home and you have these people to, like, kind of lean against and shit. And I'm sure it applies both ways, but as I said, it's special that a fucking website, that YouTube, can bring people together in such a fashion. And don't get me wrong, you do have the dark side of it. Like, I know DVD Weasel was just hacked, and which is shit, but shit like that happens. I mean, it's a shame that people bring that to the table, but whatever. Like, the best thing about YouTube is, besides the fucking number of viewers, number of subscribers you get, is the friends that you meet through it. It's the most important thing about this place. I'm sure it's the reason we carry on doing it, is the fact that we meet such brilliant people. I mean, people I've interacted with, just off the top of my head, there's like Laurie, Mad Puppet Death, DVDM, Ryan 1988, Vlogging Bastendo. If I'm missing anyone, I'm sorry. I wasn't planning on doing a video, but then I thought, why not? I want to say thanks and stuff. But there are so many cool fucking people out there. I'm so fucking grateful to everyone who's subscribed to me and comments on my videos and supports this channel and stuff. Yeah, you're all absolutely brilliant. Just wanted to pimp out a couple of other YouTube channels that I watch. There's Kakalaki Movies, Crazy Jason and Other Jason. I gave them their own shout out video a while back. There's Scare Waves, Mark, who I spoke to on Facebook a few times. A really nice guy, cool guy, knows his shit about horror. And Why Bother, Ben, who's apparently friends with Greg Argander and kind of hit me up on Facebook and stuff. We got talking, I watched some of his videos, got quite a cool channel. So, everybody who I've mentioned in this video, I will link down in the fucking description box. So, go check them out if you haven't already, because they're all absolutely brilliant people. But yeah, as I said, you know, being on YouTube, it's just one of the best experiences of my life, and it's really kind of the people who I've met through it have been there for me when when I've needed help and shit. And yeah, it's been a fucking awesome experience. It's been over a year. It's about a year and a half now that I've been on YouTube, and you know, it is awesome. So yeah, thanks to everybody who watches my channel and who subscribe and comment and stuff. You know, you all make it worth doing. You really do. I'm very, very grateful for your viewership. But yeah, as for my channel, like what to expect from now on, much of the same. I'm going to try and get at least a couple of videos a week up. Like, I really need to kind of knuckle down and do it. You know, like I said, this past week my shifts at work have been the late ones, so I haven't had time when I get home from work to film. You know, I get home and I'm so fucking exhausted by the time I get home. I just fall on the bed and fall asleep, you know. But this past week I've seen stuff like Piranha 3D and The Girl Who Played With Fire, so I'll try and get those reviewed at some point. And tonight, like, me and a couple of friends, Danny and Becca, are going to go see The Last Exorcism, which looks alright. Eli Roth's name is on it, and I like Eli Roth. He gets a lot of shit, but I think Eli Roth's got a lot of talent and just needs to focus and channel it a bit more, you know. But yeah, that should be fun. Get scared in the cinema and shit. And yeah, I want to do more like you know, life vlogs and stuff on YouTube, you know, stuff like that, and hopefully more dramatised stuff as well, you know, like sketches or scenes and stuff. You know, I've said this in the past, but work has always got in the way and shit. But you know, I really want to try and get this shit done at some point over the next year, you know. But yeah, I'm going to stop rambling now, you know, because I'm sure I've lost you all by this point. But yeah, thanks to everybody I've named. You're all absolutely fucking awesome. If I've forgotten to name you, I'm very sorry. But you know, like I said, I haven't planned this video, so yeah, I'm just kind of sat here rambling. But yeah, you guys are all absolutely brilliant. You make this shit worth doing, and I love you all. It's ace. So thank you, genuinely, thanks. This is CivilianSnowman signing out. I'll see you later. Bye.